I'll be calling you radical continued. Sorry about that. So, when you get diagnosed, the early diagnosis is very important. And I want to talk about this. There was a young woman in there named Carla. She had just run the Ogden Marathon, got sick at the same time. As a lot of you people know, one of my lifelong best friends looked like me, dated the same girls, our same path. He got it at the same time as me. My friend Gail got it at the same time as me. Our whole group there's a bunch of us, but Carla had a good pathology, just a lump in her breast. She'd run the Ogden Marathon the day before. Scheduled mammogram. Good same thing as me, the only two simultaneous that were properly diagnosed. And I want to know, when they biopsied, should have never biopsied. They should have done it off the bone marrow biopsy. They should have had the bone marrow biopsy and never touched that because it sealed it. And they knew he had dipped it probably, most likely, in the wrong solution. Our hospital sent my dishes out to 300 labs trying to backdoor it. Finally, they got a hit at, believe it or not, the University of Nebraska in Omaha, you know, and they were able to backdoor one of it. They never did, so they had to fly blind, but then they had the good blood works and they had the bone marrow biopsy. That's how they know. That's how they really know. Well, Carla's daughter had it, hers was lit up like mine, big time. Beautiful husband, young, amazing children. She's an amazing girl. They just call us Kevin and Carla, because the whole world was watching this. Our case is Medical Journal being, going down this walk, There's paperwork out there that these studies aren't very clear, but there's some out there. University of Texas in Austin has a great study. There's a study from South Korea. My doctor, Fimmel, comes in the room and he says, hey, we have this study from South Korea. And I reach in my bag and I says, oh, you mean that study? He says, oh my God, I can't believe how much you've done your homework on this fighting, And so, she had 2 bone marrow transplants. She passed. Her and Paul passed one day apart from each other in February 2012, right as I was going down to the San Onofre hearing. And it broke my fucking heart, I gotta tell you. It hurt me, really. Well, me. How about their children? They both had young children. Their comments are all over in my videos. Dana died. Her comments are all over in our videos. There's about 30 different people that are comments all over in the early videos. I've left those comments up. I'll never take those comments down. And they're there. Fighting their ass off. Paul and I, we had lots of talks. He was at the Huntsman. They cut his stomach out. Lots of mistakes were made. He was amazing. I went to his funeral, most surreal thing I ever been in. His funeral was mine. He planned his own, lit off the light blue balloons on the Mighty Wasatch, because remember he and I would wear the light blue glasses together. We were brothers in the fight. We were lifelong friends. They didn't want to tell me about Carla's death. They try to keep it separated because it breaks your heart. That's all you need is heartbreak in this disease, But like my daughter says, you already know the stats. I'm a stats pro. I run regression on my computers when told me I'm running all kinds of regression. I'm like, oh my God. But the dream, the Danish philosophy, medicine, the love, all of it. So my point is this, we know that it attacks when your immune system's calm. I was working on my PhD going through this thing. The Fukushima had me stressed out, but that wasn't it. It was my path. Danish philosophy medicine. It was supposed to be told, the country and western version of Hamlet. Of course, despite I was ever born to set this right. You can't make these stories up. Now, I'm going to northern Denmark. My family's from northern Denmark. And I want you to help me out, Northern, because I know that they're there. I know the family. Her name was Inga Marie Mikkelsen. Inga Marie Mikkelsen. She came in the 1860s. She married a guy named Blanche. She had a sister wife. Yeah, he was a polygamist. Right here. He's the first guy buried in the cemetery. My last name would be, his name was Christian Anderson. Can't make that up, huh? The emperor has no fucking clothes. He was 10. Her name was Dorothea Johansen. She had a son named Joseph. They each had one son. I don't know what was going on in Denmark at the time. The very northern part of Denmark. I know they're still there. I know, and I need you to help because I want to go find them. I want to tell her story. She was an amazing, incredible woman. Wow. So was he. What he accomplished in his life, amazing. Our path, our journey. And these Danish, my doctor from Denmark, Danish philosophy, because I understood Danish philosophy. The subconscious, you listen to it. You listen, and that's, my doctor said, Kevin, we're watching. You listen to and if you're fighting, you listen to yourself. Don't, your subconscious will tell you. You listen to it. You listen, and they know. My daughter's like, I wouldn't even, we'd probably send you home, but we know that your subconscious knows more than we know. And your subconscious, that dream, and you're telling you that you're not going to die. He saved my life. My uncle and he were business partners. You know, he knew my path. You know, he's an incredible man, by the way. Wow. And he's old and he hasn't retired because there's no one to fill the void. He saved my life. I mean, I got miracle after miracle, but then the fight. I drink carrot juice every day. Every day. You know, I walk. I wasn't going to about let it come back in the lungs. Lights come back in the lungs, and most people die of pneumonia. And by the way, it's an incredible, horrible death. I sat with Paul, you know, talked to him. It's, you've been there. I mean, some of you know, the leukemia death's horrid. It's horrid. You know, Brittany did the right thing. That's not suicide. That's mercy. It's horrible. You know, they'll help you along with the morphine, but it takes 10, 14 days. Paul says I'll be dead in 10 days when he made the phone call to me. I mean, I just broke down crying when he called me. He called me and he says, Kevin, you're not going to believe this. What? We're walking together. We're fighting together. He's on our YouTube site every day. We're doing everything together. You know, it's back. I'm going to die. Oh my God. He says, I'll be dead in 10 days. That's how smart this guy was. Beautiful physical condition. Non-smoker, non-drinker, did everything right. Beautiful wife, beautiful young children. His second grade, you know. His first wife had passed tragically, who I knew. Friends right here, us little kids. He's calming me down. He's calming me down. What do you want me to do, Paul? You know, for you, you know. You do what you do. Don't you give up this fight. Don't you quit fighting these, you know. I've watched them die. So many of them. It's amazing. Let me make sure this camera's still rolling. Yeah. You know, I was head of our support group, Brian Morris, who gave me so much. He used to come sit in my room and help me. I love him. He helped me so much. They sent him home to die. You know, he crashed their party. You know, there's rules. You can't go in there. And Finball's like, fuck the rules. He didn't say fuck, but he says, no, this is your kid. You know, I was in there. I took my 2 massage therapists here, Megan and Melissa, in there with me. Ask those 2 girls about it. And when you get them, they want touch. You need a physical touch on your body when you're going through this. You know, but fingertip massages. And they want it to be different than your wife would. They don't want to be comfortable because they call it erotica. They experiment with it. It's not experimentation. All this stuff's done together. They do it. They don't just use RCM square. They do a lot of love, a lot of physicality, a lot of touch, a lot of freaking fighting for you, a lot of praying, a lot of walking, a lot of intense fight like a girl. You know, that's the logo. Because why? Because leukemia, AML affects, ABL affects girls much harder than men. Yet they outlive them because the men kill themselves. You're wiped out financially. These treatments are millions. You're done. I don't care how much insurance you have. Your status in the community, your job, whatever. It's fucking over. They can't handle. You know, my one friend went home Direct 5th and said his wife said she cut off his. You know, that's fight like a girl. That's why that logo comes. And they're fighters, boy. I watched them. You know, so I took them in there. And you can watch these females sucked up to 80 pounds in there, just fighting their ass off. And some of them survive. You go to that icon, that picture, Allison. 6 fucking years she fought it from the time she was blasting. No chance. 0% chance. But you know, she keeps that head bald still to this day. And she's still that beautiful. I'm telling you. And she is fucking intense, that fucking girl. She survived. She's alive. Wow, is she intense. The focus, the fight, the intensity, the erotica, all of it. You know, that's what this is. You don't give up. You listen to your subconscious. It will tell you. It will tell you. You don't deny it. And you have to be physical. I walk my ass off because it likes to come back in the lungs. It likes to come back. It likes to attack soft tissue and fucking, that's where it likes to go. You know, so many of these people, don't declare yourself fucking cured. Don't do it. And fuck, am I cured? Hell no. Fuck no. You know, the doctor says the curve you made 3 years, they cut me loose. They were all excited, happy. And, you know, I've done it without drugs. I weaned myself off all the drugs. And I had to pray about my bone marrow transplant because it's automatic. 5 rounds of their CM squared, hardcore, quarantined in there, major infections in my lines. I mean, it was brutal. An incredible place. Hardcore brutal. And when I finally did get home after fucking 9 months, I had to drive back and forth every day. And I had to run it by my daughters any place I went. And we had to connect. Okay, you get sick, you go to this doctor. Call me at night. Kevin, you in bed? You know, sent me home with this Miracle mouthwash. I'm drinking the Miracle mouthwash. I mean, hit me with the freaking, you know, Provolone. Fucking, you know, Michael Jackson knew his shit. But two people have to sit there and monitor you 24/7 when they knock. That's how much the pain is, because it fucks up your organs. You know, it's a Hail Mary from fucking hell, and it is. It's ours, but it worked. It worked because it's the only shot. And these nuclear cartel fuckers, you know, they eat their own. That's why I'm going to Vienna. You know, I'm going to Europe because they get it, because this is a global issue. San Onofre is a global issue. Diablo Canyon is a global issue. All these are fucking global issues. Chernobyl's global issues. You know, Fukushima, the ultimate global issue. You know, that should have been the end of the nuclear cartel. And the Federal RICO actually this is the greatest crime fucking syndicate in human history, called the nuclear industry. You know, Hillary Clinton doing fucking ads in swing states about Barack Obama being propped up the nuclear. And now her and Bill playing the fucking uranium in fucking Russia scams. What they're doing, proxy fucking war, it's outrageous. They're all in the fucking club. This is the nuclear cartel. Get in, Bush crime family. Fucking all of them got their fingers in it. You know, it's outrageous. You know, I'm going to fight these fuckers. I love my children. I love my grandchildren. I'm fucking sick of this, you know, this fucking experiment they fucking used on us. It went amok. It went fucking crazy. And they said, oh, did they do it on purpose? Please. Fuck, you don't have tsunamis in Japan? Are you that ignorant? Earthquakes? Are we that fucking ignorant? Are we that fucking short in history? Are our fucking egos so fucking... life can't go on without us? They built nuclear reactors on fucking fault lines because of money. They don't give a fuck. Greed. Boiling water, all the Earth's water over and over, fucking ain't gonna heat up the atmosphere. Fucking killing the fucking Pacific Ocean. I needed the Pacific genocide very early. This intense, focused fucking fight. I'm gonna fight these fuckers. I'm going to the IAEA in Vienna, the head of the fucking snake, when these rats are gonna be there, and I'm gonna build a coalition in Austria, because I know Austria doesn't want the fuckers there. I know Austrians don't. I know the Swiss said, fuck you, get out. Fucking, the Germans said, fuck you, get out. The Italians kneecapped the fuckers. Look it up in 2012. They blew their fucking legs off. Says, get out. Get the fuck out, you fucking nuclear rats. You know, these arrogant fuckers, these are sociopaths. Livermore, his own grandson spoke at fucking, when I'm at 1027, can't make that up, 1027 at the Omni Spawn Resort on the decommissioning fucking here in San Onofre. Let's form another commission. I go crazy inside that fucking place. Fucking Lawrence's grandson spoke. You ought to hear him get up. He says, that schizophrenic Jewish fucking, he says, I'm Jewish. He says, that paranoid fucking freak fucking mass murderer looted California 52 billion. He's a genius. They're out there. We just have no platform. Because they've captured NBC. They own the fucking media. They own, so this is our platform. It's the fucking artist. You know, Yoko Ono's fucking dad, the banker for the game. I mean, you know, come on. Neo-Dadaism on Balco. You know, I'm an artist. I'm an artist, always have been an artist. I'm fucking, from fucking very young, I've always been an artist. Whether it be the hawk and trot going across the fucking wall, all of it. That's what this is. This is the fucking literature. This is no isms. This is post-ignorance. Survive. When that doctor comes in and says, hey, you got a lump, whatever, don't fucking listen to their fucking shit. You know, have them bone marrow say, talk about the blood work. You know, there's plenty of fucking stuff that fight with them and argue, but you don't like to diagnose and understand, especially in lower right mesenteric men, even in breast cancers of fucking women. This misdiagnosis, the last thing you want is surgery if it's de novo. Last thing you fucking want is a biopsy puncture and that thing setting loose. And by the way, we know this, people that are having unnecessary surgeries and having their bodies opened, whether it just be a knee, a shoulder, fucking, you know, plastic surgery, whatever, especially in their 40s and fucking 50s. Unnecessary back surgeries, you know, lawsuits, whatever. A lot of those people are dying of cancer fucking 5-6 years later because there's dormant cancer laying there. It sets free because we all have Chernobyl in us. We all have Fukushima. All of us. Every one of us. For Jackson Pollock said it when somebody went off and he says, what are you talking about? I am nature. How can you continue to paint in the old way in the time of the atom bomb? Jackson Pollock, right here, Cody, Wyoming. So, Kevin Blanch. I am on nature, and so are you. Keep the immune system bolstered. Walk, be intense, be in focus, be educated, understand, the best way to die of this disease is denial. Nah, 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 nah. Understand Fukushima is to live. Fight the nuclear cartel and understand, not be afraid of the hard reality that we're all going to die. That's Danish philosophy of medicine. Listen to your own subconscious. Fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, freaking walk. I drink carrot juice every day, you know, do whatever you, and don't be so militant. Don't be afraid to cheat. And don't fucking use the thyroid medicine because it masks the thyroid. Don't take the silver supplement because it masks the blood works. They don't work. You know, I couldn't even drink tea because it masks the blood work, especially while you're under treatment. That blood work tells everything. They're very sophisticated about it. Get yourself into a good unit with some good, I highly recommend the East State Bone Marrow Transplant Center at fucking LDS, East State. And it's not the Mormon Church, has nothing to do with it. Doesn't own it one area. It's Fimbo Peters from Denmark. His philosophy, and he has a team of doctors that are absolutely incredible. Nurses that are incredible. Pharmacists that are incredible. I'm friends with the maids. You know, him from Kathmandu. You know, they're incredible. They want you to live. They don't want you to die. And they're not going to lie to you. And I watch the people that survive, and there's people that survive, and they're fighters. They're intense. And they're fucking their own advocates. You know, and they are. And that's what you have to be. Walk, 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 walk. You know, not just because of thing. The monks got it as I walked with him. It slows down the mind, the meditation, the prayer. You know, and build an organization around you. You know, and let the rats come at you, for we fear no evil, because I have been to the edge and I've stood and looked down and I've lost so many friends there. You know, I've walked through the valley of the shadow of death. And I fear no evil. And you have to fear no evil. And listen to your subconscious. It will tell you. It will tell you. My daughter said, just watch you, Kevin. I prayed and prayed the night before I had the bone marrow. It was a big deal. I put it up online. And those Danish girls, you know, those sister wives, what a joke. What a nightmare these fucking Mormons pulled on them. You know, 2 Danish girls, separate things. You know, young son, fuck, what a nightmare. Her name was Ingeborg Mikkelsen. I know that their family exists. I want to go see them. I want to go see him in northern Denmark. I want to go see them. His name was Christian Andersen. He was an amazing dude. And I want to tell them, their family, about their amazing trail. And it's amazing. And they're amazing people. And all these amazing people that went. Dorothea Johansson. These amazing people that their children ended up being. Mae Blanch, the famous, they're going to name the English department after her. That's one of them. That's my aunt. You know, the great, incredible neurosurgeon. The great, incredible heart surgeon who invented bypass. I mean, these are amazing people that came from them. And this, I want them to tell this too. It was a heartbreaking thing. Tragic fucking story. Because so many of them all died of fucking cancer and leukemia because of the open air test in Nevada. And fucking human lab rat of the fucking wars, all of it, you know.